It's the opening Saturday of the 125th Football League season, and we're in West London for Queen's Park Rangers versus Sheffield Wednesday, arguably the game of the weekend in the Sky Bet Championship. 5 of the Queen's Park Rangers side who started the final game of last season at Liverpool also start here today. Danny Simpson and Carl Henry are both making their debuts, while the 2 other new signings so far, Charlie Austin and Richard Dunn, are both on the bench. But the most eye-catching selection is that of Joey Barton, who returns following a season on loan at Marseille. Wednesday's transfer business has been lower key. Both Kamil Zayat and Ati Nahiu received international clearance just in time to play after arriving from Turkish football, while Jeremy Halan has returned to Hillsborough as a permanent signing after impressing on loan from Manchester City last season. Henry forcing Simpson to scamper. Zamora believes he was held there by Gardner, and that's already developing into quite a tussle. Antonio had his pocket picked there by Andrew Johnson. Zamora ahead of him, but Johnson goes for goal! Inches away, and it took a touch. It's a corner. Andrew Johnson winning the ball himself, and that deflection maybe kept Sheffield Wednesday on terms. Simpson. Hill still in there, so too was Barton. And here's Johnson again! Good save by Kirkland. Matic with the saving clearance for Sheffield Wednesday. But at the moment, Andrew Johnson has been given far too much room by the Owls' defence. Now Johnson. Matic. And that's a nice dummy. Nahiu inside the penalty area, and he'll be disappointed not to hit the target from there. And he's starting to cause problems for Queen's Park Rangers. This time he's beaten to it by Traore. Coke with a solid challenge on Hoylett. And Nahiu again. Opening up for the shot, and it's a brilliant goal! What a debut for Ati Nahiu! What a fine individual goal that was. Queen's Park Rangers already knew he was a threat, and it was too easy for him in the end to cut in field and delight those who've travelled down from South Yorkshire. Henry, Zamora's the target. An important touch away from Gardner. Barton doesn't take the corner, but here's Forlan. Crowded out again inside the area, but the Argentine does well to regather his feet. But here's Simpson, and now Johnson. Zamora's in space, he's onside, and again that's an excellent save from Kirkland. Palmer with the clearance, but it's Chris Kirkland with his second fine save of the game, keeping Sheffield Wednesday in the lead. Prutton, that's a good ball. Antonio in behind Traore, going down. Stuart Matheson has a look and says no penalty. And clearly Michail Antonio disagrees. Forlan. Zamora's onside. It's an excellent ball across, but Gardner got there just before Johnson. And just signs of a partnership developing between Bobby Zamora and Andrew Johnson. Their time at Fulham was really wrecked by respective injuries. Now Hoylett, it's a decent ball across, and it's Anua with the equaliser. Junior Hoylott was stood off, and it may have been a cross-come shot in the end, but Anua was there. He was onside. Traore. Hoylett. Zamora was the target. There's Barton! Great save by Kirkland, but Johnson is there! And just like that, Queen's Park Rangers have taken the lead. Very unlucky for Chris Kirkland, who made a brilliant save to keep out Barton, but Johnson was there. And that's an emphatic finish from a player looking to rediscover his form. Simpson. Barton. It's a great ball. Lovely vision from Jerry Barton. Hoylett, Zamora and Johnson waiting for the pullback. Hoylett may go himself. What a brilliant save from Kirkland. He must be wondering where the cover was. Junior Hoylett denied by the goalkeeper. The bounce of the ball favours Johnson, and it's got Antonio in support. It's Michail Antonio, and what an opportunity spurned to equalise. That should have been 2-2. Hiu beaten to it by Anua. Now Barton, who has been one of the standout players so far for Queen's Park Rangers, but he loses out. Here is Halan, and it's Barton's challenge. And it's going to be a yellow card for Jerry Barton. And we can't have too many complaints about that. Gardner. Brutton, it's a missed kick, but here's Homer. Is that a penalty? Barton's challenge. No, it's a yellow card for Homer for diving. Well, Joey Barton must have had his heart in his mouth there as the yellow card came out from Scott Matheson. Well, Barton didn't get too much of him, if anything at all. The Sheffield Wednesday player did make the most of it. There's still time for Sheffield Wednesday. Well, it's only a single goal lead. Here's Antonio. And it breaks to Homer now! Off the woodwork! Jack Homer, this time, he kept his feet, beat Robert Green, but not the far post. Now Traore. What a dash forward from the fullback that was. Johnson. Traore again! Couldn't catch out Kirkland at the near post. Without Chris Kirkland, Sheffield Wednesday would be well adrift in this game.
I thought it was a great opening day game, you know, great atmosphere. Sheffield Wednesday brought fantastic support and filled up one end of the stadium. It was a real good buzz about the place today, and I felt we showed fantastic attitude to come back from 1-0 down.
Everyone knows it's a penalty. The only fella in the stadium that doesn't know it's a penalty is the one that matters, and he's the one with the whistle. He should go home tonight and feel very, very embarrassed with his performance, because he spoilt what we were all trying to do.
We need that group that was in there today. They wanted to play and they wanted to have a go, and those that don't want to be here, then that's fine. I understand their feelings. That's how they want to be. They don't want to play for QPR, so the quicker we can get them on their way, the better it is for everybody, because negativity is no good at a football club. The dressing room is all important, and if we've got people that want to play, you've got a chance.
Yeah, the revolving door at Loftus Road will certainly be in overdrive over the next 4 weeks. There'll be more plenty goings and comings there. But on the back of that game, Leroy, I mean, you know, QPR up and running for Sheffield Wednesday, however, much to build on.
Yeah, definitely. QPR delighted with the 3 points and the start that Harry wanted, but Sheffield Wednesday went there with a plan, and you know what, it worked up until the point where they didn't get a decision, you know, and so that's why Dave Jones was frustrated, because they've gone there, played on the counter-attack, and an open attacking game, had their chances as well as QPR, but didn't get the decisions when they felt they should have.
It's fair to say Dave Jones was livid at the full-time whistle, and you've clearly got some sympathy with him, haven't you, Gary? You might be part of the same managers' union as him, but, I mean, both those penalty shouts, they were decent, weren't they?
They were decent, and I can understand why he's very disappointed. I mean, it was a clumsy challenge. I mean, it's, as you say, the forward did get ahead of the defender, and if there'd have been if that had been outside the penalty area, that would have definitely been a foul. So, for me, it was a penalty. It was a clumsy challenge, and I can understand why Dave's got the ump.
As soon as he's touched, he has every right to go down. And, you can give the referee the benefit of the doubt on that one, but on this one, he actually books Mahoma for diving.
He's outthought Joey Barton
It's a great bit of skill, and Joey Barton's been booked as well. It's a 2-1. It's a penalty. It gets them back into the game, and QPR are down to 10 men, so you can understand why Dave was livid.
Now, Harry's brought in another member of his backroom staff. Steve McLaren's there alongside Kevin Bond and Joe Jordan. Now, obviously, you've got a similar balancing act, I suppose, at Yeovil, haven't you? Terry Skiverton, a former manager's there, working underneath you.
Yeah.
Will it be interesting to see how the balance works out in this backroom?
I think it will, but I mean, Harry's the manager. If he's brought Steve McLaren in to help him, then he's part of his team. Terry Skiverton, I made sure that when I came back that he was part of my management team, and I wasn't coming back unless he stayed. And the chemistry between me, him and Darren Way is very, very good, and I enjoy going in every day. And as long as Harry enjoys working with the team that he's working with, then they'll all be happy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that